Wir melden uns zurück von der Gamescom 2016 in Köln und neben mir sitzt jetzt Samuel Wall, der Art Director von Star Trek Online bei Cryptic. And Samuel, when you look back at the history of Star Trek Online, because it's practically not a new game, it's been released in February 2010 for the PC, and so it has 6 years of history behind it. Can you just elaborate a little bit on how the game started, the original version that you released, and what changed over the course of all these years?
Yes, of course. We initially launched as a subscription-based MMO, quickly going to free-to-play, and we completely overhauled the game at that point too. We made it a lot more streamlined and added a lot more depth.
And about the content of the game, you told me that it currently has like 130 episodes. What is the context behind these episodes? Can you maybe tell us a little bit about the storylines and when and where the game is set in the Star Trek universe?
Absolutely. Star Trek Online is all about you being a captain and building your ship and building your crew and going out and exploring this strange new worlds and boldly going where no man has gone before. So we really follow the IP to a T. We really try to deliver an episode quality content, as in you have a very linear experience that have overarching story arcs that can last from 20 to 45 minutes for each episode. We have 130 episodes. There's a lot of content to get through, and we have overarching stories and some smaller ones as well, and we're constantly updating the game. We've grown so much. We've had 3 expansions over the last several years, with our latest being Agents of Yesterday, focusing on the 23rd century, so it's in line with the TOS. We're constantly bringing in actors from the original series, from all the television series, to reprise their roles, including Michael Dorn as Worf, and Jerry Ryan as 7-9, and Denise Crosby as Tasha Yar and Sela. So, yeah, I think that about covers it. Oh yeah, we do also have. So as a captain, you can play as a science, engineer, or tactical class. They'll have their own specific captain classes or abilities. And then you can fly different types of ships. We have over 500 different ships to fly, both on Klingon, Fed, and Romulan species to play as. And so within each faction, we have 4 or 5 different types of species to play as, including Vulcans, the Remans, Gorn, and so many more.
So this is great because you said the game is free to play, and of course with free to play games there will be paid content. What do you offer as paid content and microtransactions for the game?
So we never sell content. Our game is completely free. You don't have to spend $1 to play our game at all. But we do sell microtransactions. You might want to fly a specific ship or wear a specific outfit that was one of your favorites from the show, and those will be on our microtransactions store. And then we also do have lock boxes, which have some really unique alien ships that have unique abilities that are kind of the sought-after things.
Okay, so you're here at Gamescom with Star Trek Online, but not with a PC version. We're playing on an Xbox One here, and the thing is, you're bringing the game to Xbox One and PS4. So what I'm thinking is an MMORPG is like the PC thing, actually, because you need a mouse and keyboard to get a hold of all the commands you can do and everything that the game offers. How do you port and transform this into a console experience?
Yeah, if you asked me a year ago, I would have never known that we're going to be on console. We have always developed for PC first, and then we had an opportunity to develop for console, and it was quite an undertaking because we have 72 buttons on a keyboard and only 16 on a controller. So we had to distill how you play the game down to 16 buttons. We came up with some really good radial menus that so you can quickly enable any of your abilities. You can go through all these powers in less than 3 seconds. And then we also set up abilities so you can like queue them up in specific orders so that you can play like you feel like you have macros or a specific flow of how you play on a PC. It's really easy to pick up and play, very streamlined experience versus the PC as well. So.
And since the game is 6 years old, we're playing on the current gen consoles right now. How did you transform the technical stuff and the optical part of the game, the graphics and all that?
Well, one of the things that we did, we threw away the PC UI and rebuilt it from the ground up so we can have something that is easily readable from the couch and on your television. The other thing that we did was we wanted to maximize the hardware that we had under both consoles. So we rebuilt their rendering engine. We went forward clustered rendering with high dynamic range lighting and diffuse probes and specular probes, which really helped ground your ship and your captain and your bridge officers in the environment. Now with any light source that you see in game now has a light attached to it, which it didn't have before, including all the effects. So you can see the bolts traveling and they have all their effects and they're lighting up the environment. It's really cool. You throw a grenade and it lights up the area after. And then we also had to relight all of our game with that too. And we have about 1,500 maps, so it was no easy undertaking. So it was a lot of fun.